Hello viewers, I hope that everyone is doing well. Today I will show you how you can put together a UVC light sterilizing box. But before I do, I would like to say that this project is dangerous, and if you do not know what you're doing and you don't have any electrical experience, I wouldn't recommend you to do this project. Unlike UVA or UVB, UVC is ultraviolet light with a wavelength between 200 and 280 nanometers. This form of light can be used to disinfect water surfaces and in some cases air filtration system. UVC light can kill microbiological organisms when exposed to the light for more than 30 seconds. UVC light can penetrate, damage the DNA or RNA, disrupting the microbe replicating abilities. For these reasons, UVC is dangerous for humans, pets, or plants. So we're gonna get started by doing a box using a cooler. Let's get started. First thing we need is this grill right here from an old refrigerator. Well, it's a small refrigerator. Or you can get one also from an old oven or something. But you don't have to do this. The easiest way to do it actually is to take a lamp, put it inside one of these boxes, put a lamp in here, and then just close it up and plug it in, and that's it. You put the item in there with the lamp. However, I like to take things one step up and do it the safe way. By the way, messing around with UV light is extremely dangerous. This is the UV light I'm going to be using. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put a timer on it so that I can just plug it in, put how long I want it to stay on, and it'll stop when it's done. I'm also going to put a safety alarm and a shut off switch. This shut off switch right here, and this here is the timer. Usually they use this timer for bathroom lights, to turn on the exhaust lights, but I'm gonna use it for this project. This alarm, it lights up and it also does a sound. I'm gonna put it right here, just the light, just this part here. It's gonna stick out like this, and it'll go off when somebody opens this. They open it by accident. Say you have kids in the house and they come in and it's just open, and you don't want them to get hit with UVC rays. So instead, I have it so it can turn off. This is actually used for dryers, to shut off the dryer when you open the door. And we're gonna use it for this. This comes with 3 wires. So it'll also sound an alarm when somebody opens it. So it'll shut it off, it'll shut off the power, and it'll also turn on the alarm. So that's what I'm gonna use for that. So to arrange all the wiring, I got this box right here. This box comes with all these things here. Comes with this. We're gonna put in all the wires in here. This junction box is gonna go inside. It's gonna be in the side of the once this and this goes inside, it's going to be in the side here. The extra space, I'm going to use it for that. And I'm going to have the light. It's going to be kind of strange. What I recommend is if you can put the light standing up, that would be great. Put the light right here. However, I'm going to put mine either in the side or in the bottom. One thing is, when you put items in here, to sanitize the items, don't put any wet items in there, because there's a lot of electrical things that we're gonna put in here. So no wet things. We're going to start by cutting the holes right here for this, and as you can see, I already marked where it's going to go. If you see it there, it's gonna go right here, and cut that hole there. And I mark it by simply just
putting this way and just raising it, and you're just gonna have enough space for this here to hit the top. And then over here it's going to go this little light here. I also got this extension cord, which I cut into pieces, but you can use a simple extension cord with auto shut off. See, this one is usually used for Christmas lights. You see, it's a simple extension. As you can see, let's just cut this off. We don't need this, and I'm going to connect this directly to this, and I'm going to show you how. All the connection is going to happen inside of this to keep it safe, so you won't see it inside. You also need some extra wires, additional wires. I got this because I had them flying around. These are number 12 gauge wires from a set that I have flying around. But if you can't find any, you can also go to your local Home Depot or our store and get a lamp wiring will do just as well. Actually, I would recommend this because this comes with both. The other thing is you gotta know how to connect it. So you have to remember which one is hot and which one is neutral. These, at least you have some color coding. And besides that, then comes the lamp. Now there's a variety of lamps. These are the fixture for the bulb. You can also use something like this. As long as you have a way for you to attach it down there, maybe drill it somewhere. I can take this and just drill it, or better yet, you can even use one of these. And this is good also. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, you're also going to need some of these wire connector nuts. You can use one of these or these types here. These are the push-ins, and these are the twist. Twist them on. I'll show you later when I put it. As for tools, what the tools we're going to use for it. I'm going to use this old Dremel I had to cut here. But if you don't have a Dremel, you can always just drill a hole and use a reciprocating saw or a handheld saw, a tri-wall saw. You can just cut here, cut the shape here. One more thing I want to mention is that you also want to get some mirrors or reflective, anything that can reflect. Could be aluminum, or you can also use this thing here. This can reflect light. I was using this for one-way mirror, but you can use this to foil it. But another thing is it's plastic, so I don't trust it too much. If you don't have any of these, you can always use aluminum foil or anything that can reflect the light inside. So if I put the light in the bottom, then you want the light beams to reflect off the walls, so it can flood the compartment. So let's see, have the light in the bottom. I want all of these side here, including the bottom, to be reflective, so it can reflect the lights and the light will just flood the compartment once it's closed, of course. And you can test this with a regular light bulb, simple light bulb. You can test it out and see how it looks like without damaging your eyes once it's done. All right, let's get started on building.
You will need a box or a cooler, a light fixture for light bulbs, a regular light bulb to test purposes, an extension cord with a shut-off switch, a junction box, you can get that from Amazon, a timer switch that can be set for more than 1 minute. This can also be found in Amazon. A dryer door shut-off switch. This is for safety reasons. A buzzer with an alarm and lights. A wire connector. There are different sizes. You can also get this in Amazon. This is usually used to connect multiple wires together. Super glue. Now I bent this piece of metal, but I'll show you later on. You could use a piece of wood. Some self-stopping screws and double-sided tape. You will also need a UVC light, one with ozone, or a LED light without ozone. Either one will work. As for the tools, you will need wire cutters, pliers, screwdrivers, scissors, drill, a drip mill cutter, or a mini saw. First, we will make sure that we mark on the box all the places that we need to plan to put the timer, the power, and the alarm. Then we will wire and test out our plan before we place it in the box to make sure that it works.
Alright, so this is one of the plans we're going to be following here. So as you can see, we have neutral and hot right above that. And it goes kind of to the power source. And we have that switch there. Then it goes into the dryer switch. This is the switch that we got for our dryer. That's this switch here. So you can see what it does is when it hits it, it gets the power from here and it sends it to the power source. And when that's only while it's pressed down. When it's not pressed down, then it sends the power to this cord here, which will go to the alarm. So we'll have to put this on the door. So the door goes down, it presses down, and it sends the power. So the alarm is right here. That's this one right here. As you can see, it's rated for 110 volt. But it's pretty low amp. Let's see, it says here. It's pretty low amperage. Alright, we're gonna test it out to see how it works. And this switch here is the one I was telling you before. It's on the cord. This one right here. Turn it on, turn it off. And this is the timer, which is this one here. Now the timer has 4 connection, and the 4 connection is black, which is hot, white is ground, excuse me, the white is neutral, and the G for green, which is ground. So this is ground, this is neutral, and this is hot. Now the red one is also hot. However, this is the hot that's gonna go to the source. This is what's gonna be turned on when the timer is on, and the timer will turn this one off when the timer is done. So that's the way it works. So you can see in the diagram, we have the green for ground, the red one for hot, we have the N neutral, which will come out. I'm gonna split it later on. We're gonna use this to split it. This comes with the junction box, and we're just gonna connect. This is gonna be sort of like the junction box, and all the wires gonna be coming out of it. And this is the alarm. So the neutral goes straight to the alarm, or actually they all go connect to the neutral through this, and then there's gonna be a hot coming straight from the connected to the alarm, and the same neutral is gonna be connected to the bulb, and the red hot is gonna be connected to the bulb, the UVC bulb. This is what's going to disinfect. This is the actual bulb that's gonna disinfect the. But we're gonna use a regular bulb to test it once we connect all of these things. Okay, so now according to the diagram here, let's see what we're going to do. And we started with the switch, the dryer switch here, that goes connected to the alarm. So this is the switch here, and this is the one that goes connected to the alarm here. So for that one, it's a direct connection, so we're going to simply just directly connect it to the alarm. Take this one here, just slide it in there like we did before. Make sure it's twisted. And then slide this in here. Oh, it's getting time for me. Slide this in here. Let's just give it a tight. Here. There we go. Just, there we go. And there we go. To this, so that's this here. And we have this right here. And that's this right here. Slide right here. Okay. And we have the lamp. Light bulb. That's this one here. So we got 1, 2. So now the last one is this one here, which is the neutral that goes connected to this, to the alarm here. On this side of the alarm, it goes to this right here, and that will be. This is the alarm. That's the hat. So the neutral is this one here. Okay, so that way. That one, you're gonna need a piece of cable as well. Just a slide. For testing purposes, let's just use this small piece that we got flying around just to test, and then later on we'll cut the lengths that we really need, just so that we don't waste any cables. Okay, so let's strip this in number 12. 14 actually. And over there, okay, so 13, 14. And just a little bit more. There we go. now loosen this piece here. I'm gonna lose this screw that comes in there. Oh, it's already loosened. So I must have done it before. We'll put this piece in there. We'll tie that up. And then the last piece will go right here. And we'll tie that up. Let's see, are we missing anything? We got this connected to, double check everything. We have this connected to the hot, to the timer, to the red piece of the timer. That's because we are going to turn it on only when we set the timer. Let's send the power to there. Once it reaches its limit, it'll turn off. We got 10, 20, 30 minute bubble testing purposes. We're just going to take 10 minutes and test it like that. Okay. We got hot here on the switch. This is the emergency shut off switch. So only when this is down, the lamp will turn on and everything else. Only when this is down. When this is up, everything will shut off. And if the power is on, then the alarm will turn on. You know, maybe I should put that. Maybe I should put this with the. Let's see. I should put this with the timer. I don't know. I'll see. I'll test it and see how it goes. Now, for testing purposes, I'm not gonna use an actual UVC light because they're dangerous for flesh to receive any of that light. But I am going to use a regular light bulb, and we'll test it with a regular light bulb. Okay, so now for the moment of truth here. We have power, as you can see over here. I'm about to turn it on. You're probably wondering why is that beeping? Because the door is open. When the door is open, that will beep when you hit the power. That's for safety purposes. I'm going to close the door by pushing this down. And if you notice, now this light turned on. We're going to get 10 minutes. And you notice as soon as I press 10 minutes, this turned on for 10 minutes. Something is pressing down the switch. Oh, there you go. See that? Turn off by itself in 10 minutes. Ooh, that was good. Excellent. Now I'm going to let go of this switch, and once I let go, it's almost as if somebody came in and opened the cover. They saw that the steering says off now, so they just went in. Oh, somebody came in. A baby came in and opened it up. We want to prevent that. Now let's do this again. This time we're going to test the safety feature. So we're going to close the lid. This will get power. and then we're going to hit 10 minutes again. However, this time I'm gonna let it go. See if somebody came in and opened the box, and this is what will happen. That's the whole purpose of this: safety. And I know it's a little bit complicated to do, and you have to actually have some electrical experience to be able to get this done. But it's for safety. UVC light is a lot more lethal. It can alter your DNA and, you know, give you cancer over time. So be careful. Now to shut off the whole thing, we're gonna use this button here, which is the power source button, and voila. Perfect. Now that we tested it out, we know that it works. Now let's put it inside the box right here. This box. Okay, so this is the UVC watt that I'm going to be using. Excuse me, so UVC bulb, or LED I should say. Let's see, I'm going to just open this real quick here. Oops. Just a little bit. There you go. All right, there you go. Oh, nice and neat. I ordered this one from Amazon. They have plenty of them. All you gotta do is just type in UVC. Just be careful though. Don't get really cheap one, because the cheaper you go, the much more things can go wrong. This is you're using this for an important task, and you want to make sure that that it's all good and you get your money's worth and your time worth. All right, now we got the food box in front of us. You guys remember this guy, right? All right, we're gonna start off by cutting the shape right here so that we can put in the timer. Now we gotta do this part here for the that's for the light, the LED light, so the safety light. Let's get it back close for that. Okay, let's see. Let's go see here. Should be able to fit in there. It's a little tight. There we go. Squeeze, but that's fit. There you go. Just pop it to the other side. There you go. So nice and tight. And don't worry about all this rough edges here. When we finish, this switch, remember that this is usually used for light, so so we're gonna add one of these. It'll look nice and pretty later once we finish. Now onto the piece here. Alright, so now that we got this done, for the next hole that we're going to do, it's gonna be drill right there, and when we do this one, we want to make sure that when you mark it, that you mark the bottom part. Yeah, because you don't want the top part to fall all the way inside. So the top part is bigger. So you can see the top part is bigger than the bottom part. And you want to get a piece that is slightly bigger than the bottom, but not bigger than the top. So we'll go through. You can see here. Slightly bigger than the top. Top is slightly bigger than this, than the bit. And it's slightly, just a little inch bigger than the bottom, just a little inch, not enough for it to, for the whole thing to just fall right inside. Alright, so this is what we're gonna use. This is a 7/8 22 millimeter bit to drill holes. You can get this in Home Depot. Whole dozen. Alright, let's get started with this. Drill time. Now to make the hole for the power, just turn the box on. You can put it coming off my ear or from the back. I'm gonna put mine here. We're gonna choose a drill bit, simple drill bit, one that is big enough for a hole that will allow us to put in the power cord. Just this one here, what I'm using. So let me see. I'm gonna go for, I'll say, a quarter. I think a quarter is big enough. I'll go with a quarter. Quarter inch. Make a quarter-inch hole. So this right here will be good enough to make a hole. Will be big enough for this to slide in. So you can see, if I put it in front, you can barely see the cable. But it depends on your cable. You might have a bigger cable. Maybe a 5/16 will be good enough for you. Actually, I might just use a 5/15. Gonna start by putting the power cable. By the way, everything is unplugged. Make sure you unplug everything. You don't want to say, forget about that, and then next thing you know, you have a fire in your hands. So we're pushing the cable, and when we get it to the other side, we're gonna make a knot here. When it gets to the other side, we're gonna make a knot there so that nobody can pull the cable from the outside. But we'll do that later, right before we connect these cables. So we're gonna start assembling the rest of them. I noticed that, for me at least, I can't put the nut back on because it's just too thick. So what I need to do is I'm gonna put some tape. But you don't want, if you put tape, you don't want to cover. There's some breathing. There's like some tiny holes there for. I don't know if you can see it from there, but there's little tiny holes there that it uses to breathe. So this thing over here. You don't want to cover those. If you can't use tape, maybe you can glue it in place. Just add some glue on the edge here and then push it in and it'll stay glued. The point is just to have something to hold it in place. Going to do that later. Probably have some glue instead. Alright. So the next part here is wiring. So we want to make sure we have all the necessary wires and we just reassemble everything inside. The additional thing is that we're going to add this box. Now, in order to mount this box, you're going to need some screws. When you get screws to do that, make sure that if you are going to screw on this plastic, make sure you don't go through the thickness. So you'll need some screws that is less than the thickness of this wall here. Now I have some self-tapping screws. I have a set of those that you can get from any hardware store. And I'm gonna use that. It's not an ideal thing to use because, but I'm gonna use it anyway. This is plastic. This is soft plastic, and it may not hold as much. But the key is not to drill too fast. If you're going to use this, drill slow, and then the rest of the way, and you just tap it in to go slow. Because if you drill too fast, the thread of the screw is going to expand the hole of the plastic because it's soft. And it won't hold that much. But the reason why I'm using this is I just need it to be in place, so I'm just using this just to hold it in place. And I might even use some double-sided tape or anything. In your case, you can use double-sided tape to put everything, or you can use double-sided tape plus glue, whichever one you prefer. But the point is to have this in a place that it won't move around. Junction box is going to have the 3 items going through here and the power cord going through here. And the 3 items is the light, the what is the bag one? These 3 items: the light, the switch, the timer, the switch, and the power cord. It's gonna go on the other side here, and then so the alarm, the bulb, and the timer. And here we're gonna have the power cord. So this is gonna go sort of like this, because these things here are on this side of the box, and the power cord is in the back. It's gonna go in through here. So before you make the knot that I told you before, which is what I rated, when you put in the power cord, you have to make sure you're in the right distance so that you can actually go to the other side. How much of that we're gonna use? Power cord. Again, I took it out just to clean things up. I'm gonna put it back in there. Okay. in there. Let me see this screw. This plus the thickness of the plastic. Put that in here. You wanna probably gonna want to see where things go first. I don't put this together. So I'm gonna have this going like this right here. And I need space for the bulb to go somewhere also. The bulb, I'm probably gonna put it right here. It's gonna go here, and the bulb is gonna go right in this space. So if it's that close, I probably only need a small bit. So start it off now, and then tie it up later. So start off like doing something like this. And later on, when I get things done, I'll pull it and I'll make this knot a little stronger. Now you don't want to pull too hard where you break the wires inside, but just to get it enough where people won't yank it out from here, and then they'll just take out the entire wire out. Now that knot will prevent the wire from going through the little tiny hole here. I'm gonna attach this to this. It's gonna go like this. Right there. Attach right there, right there. Just on it. Alright, so I already attached the piece here. So you can see, we'll put 2 screws in there. It's protruding through the bottom, but it's okay. This part's gonna be covered up anyway. This is the smallest one that I used up actually. Smallest screws, but anyways, this is where the switch is gonna go, right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some double-sided tape. If you have some of that, I'm gonna put some of that right on top of a small piece. And I'm also, and this is gonna go in like this and attach to the wall. Now this piece of metal is a piece from a coat hanger that I got. The one that goes over the door. I just got one of those and just happened to have one lying around. I just cut a piece off and bend it and attach it to this in here. And that's what I'm using on the box. To hold the, now let's get started with that in. See just a moment. Okay, there we go. Just attach that small piece about this big, put on it. Now just attach this to it. And that's that. Okay, now to secure it. Because over time, closing the door, eventually this will put some pressure on this and come on, make sure it's secured. So I put this on it. Now, if you don't have these, or you can't get them for some reason, you can also use these straps right here, and usually use this to tie down the cables. And you just put this in here and pull it, and you tie this down. Or you can even use tape. Get some electrical tape, and you just wrap it around here. This is also tape, but it's in my color, it looks better. So I'm gonna go with this actually, because I figure this is gonna be hanging out there. It's not gonna look as uniform, although this whole thing is really starting to look a little a little science experiment. I'm gonna try to reduce. Alright, so start off by putting this around, looping in, just putting it in place, kind of like so. Just like that. And I want to put two of these. Make sure these things that work. Okay. So one more. That works, and it's nice and tight. Right there. This extras up. Let's get those extras up. Nice and tight there. Try to avoid that. Alright, so let's go and find some other screws. Okay, so I decided to get rid of these things and just attach it already to the cover of the box. The only problem is now I had to make sure that the box is in the right position when I install it out here, so that it's high enough for the door to close and for the bulb to be in its place right under the items. Okay, so let me start by drilling up a hole to stick this screw right here. Cover. Inside of the cover. I'm gonna use the drill for that. want to put in the reflectors, and that's the thing that we're missing now. The reflector will help to reflect the lights from the source, which is the bulb there, and we want to put one on the top here, if possible, on this edge here, the curves in. If you can put one in an angle here, that would be the best. An angle there, because when you close the lid, that's going to reflect it from the bottom here. The light's going to come up, hit it, and it's going to go back down and hit from this angle here. And we want to put one here also, so that any light that comes out of here will bounce off here and then hit the top. We want to put one here and another one here. So we want to put reflectors everywhere, and mirrors is the best way to do it. So let's do that. And like I said before, you can also use aluminum foil if you don't have any mirrors, but mirrors will work best. These I ordered from Amazon. They're flexible mirrors, and they're not glass, as you can see. There's a film there, so once I take out the film, it'll be more reflective. And you can stick them anywhere. Okay. Okay, now that everything is complete, you can take a look that I put in the new bulb inside. There's a new bulb. That's the actual UVC general medicinal bulb. And with our bulb, we're running now the real thing. Now to test it.
Alright, we just finished our project, and we just finished testing the UVC light sterilizing box with our first items. It is important to check and make sure that there are no leaking light coming out of anywhere in the box. FYI, most hospitals use ultraviolet to sterilize and disinfect rooms, and now we can do the same with our personal items such as shoes, sneakers, gloves, or face masks. Pretty much anything that can fit. Also, if you happen to use UVC light that produces ozone, it is important to open and let the box air out before, and let it sit there for at least a minute before approaching the box, just to make sure. It is harmful for humans to breathe in ozone for more than 15 minutes. Okay, I hope all the information that I gave you is important and you found it interesting. Thank you for watching, and if you can, hit the thumbs up on your way.